to talk about. Okay, so now I go to failure. Like I'm going to fail something. That's how they have it, failure. But this is God, EO, and it has a kick-ass God. I'm going to kick your motherfucking ass. Just like God. But here you have the frequencies fucking with my God, because you know I am a kick-ass God. It is God this way, it is God that way, but there's your frequencies because you think you're going to rule my God, but I'm going to kick your motherfucking ass. I'm going to study your bullshit to kick your motherfucking ass, and I'm not even going to touch you. I won't even be fucking wrong. I don't know where any of you live. I'm not going to try to find out. I don't know any of your phone numbers. I'm not going to try to find out. I'm just going to do everything in my motherfucking head. And I'm going to see you get fucked up. Maybe your house would just catch on fire. Who knows? You know, like that turnkey who thought he was all that in that jail in Florida. Yeah, it was not for the babysitter. He says, if it was not for the babysitter, my daughter would be dead. No, if it was not for me, your kid would be dead. I don't want to kill your baby. I just wanted to burn your house down. I didn't even know it was going to start with gas. I just wanted your house to burn the fuck down. I didn't want to kill anyone unless you were in it. But the baby was there. Your babysitter got the baby and took the baby out. Hey, no shit. I heard it. You talking about it, and it began to circulate. Then I knew. Then all of you motherfuckers started getting really scared. When you come in, I'm around, you hide your name like one of the inmates is not going to tell me what the fuck your name is. They know all of them because they use that goddamn jail as a fucking revolving door, because they are experimenting on all that come through the jail and prison doors. That is where mostly all of their experiments go down and happen. They are watching you just like the Willie Lynch. See, as I said, I had a Willie Lynch paper that said how to make a slave forever, not how to make one for 300 years. That shit's been changed. I knew it was changed when they called us black instead of Negroes or slaves, because that's how we were to them, as slaves. No, non-standard spelling of fellow. Still to fail. You know, like you fell? Yeah, I did. I fell. I was tripping. I fell on my motherfucking back of my head, and that woke me up. You know, as they say, find a fool, bump his head. I'm going to tell you about that card that I drew when I was younger. You know, from the card deck. Used in representing speech in United States, in various dialects. Now I have a new dialect. That's why they put patina filler, because I have a new dialect. I don't need to know any more about that. Oh, wrong one. This one. Now, I'm going to go up just a tad bit. Now, these are the instructions to reappointment. That means the appointment will be done over, you know, instead of the program. Now it is an appointment agenda. Instructional reappointment agenda. A gene dealing with my genes and my age, maybe, and my grandbaby's age, which is 7. And here is men, and they're going to read it. This looks like, every time I see APP, it reminds me of, you know, Apple. You know that we were not supposed to take a bite out the apple, but we did. That's the internet, the first computer, I do believe. Sorry, they did that. They had me to say believe, so I'm going to have to take a little while, and I'll be back. I have to delete that program they put there. Okay. I had to run my virus protection, you know, to fuck them up, because, you know, the mind, it does not have whatever right here. I don't remember the name. Firewall. Doesn't have a firewall. Sorry about that. They did not like, me making pun at, I don't remember the name, and then I remember Firewall. Mine doesn't have a firewall, but we do have a virus protection. Maybe not a firewall, but a virus protection. But you have to know when to put your own virus protection on. Someone can tell you, hey, you need to put your virus protection on, but you may not think about it at that time. Maybe something will happen, and then you will remember someone told you to put your virus protection, turn it on, and then in your mind you will click it and you will get rid of these viruses. Most of it is neurolinguistic programming anyway. They are words. So now I'm going to go here, because this is the instructions to reappoint the gender. They're going to reappoint him. See, he was already appointed when they called him to tell him to come. You can come and get Yakel now. See, he was appointed then. Now they're reappointing him because now he's going to take over Kimberly Guire's spot. So now Guire is out and the carpenter is in. Foundation. The carpenter is in. Yeah. So in order for the carpenter to come in, they had to use something that will have the carpenter connect to me. So here's a connection I'm going to show you. Here's Donald, my sperm donor, Timothy, my daughter's sperm donor, and her son, Yakel, if we use it as a code word, and Clarence. Clarence is my grandfather. Look at the word Clarence and look at carpenter. C-A-R, C-A-R. You see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 letters, 8 letters. I found that before. I found it down in the underwear, and they took it and they put it on my Potentate MySpace page. But then they had, where's Wise Dumb to go take over my page, delete me. I mean, she just took my page over. Then she started putting shit on it, people with the ass showing, and I'm like, what the fuck? Well, but anyway, that was the past. Let's move forward. Moving forward is more important. I mean, knowing the past is important, but moving forward is more important than moving backwards into the past. Just know your past so that shit don't get repeated. If my daughter had known her past, this shit would not be repeated. My third daughter knew her past. They tried to take her children. They've never taken her children because she knew the past. She was not going to repeat it. So now we have Catron Donald. He is a Catron. I'm going to say C-A-T-O, Cattle, because I am kind of like from the lineage. Not from the lineage, but I don't want to talk about Cattle. He came to me as a young child, but he came as Bissell. Now Timothy, see, Welsh, then there's a comma in Frank. Wow, did they Welch on her? Man, I could really tell you about all this shit. But anyway, wonder Timothy, because they are wandering in his mind. I'm saying this is Timothy, code word for Yakel. Like Timothy Drew. He has a middle name too. I don't remember. I try not to remember the slave names. You know what I'm saying? And so, and there's Ford. As I told you, somewhere down here, about a Ford found on the road dead. Oh, the car. Found on the road dead, Sharonda. Yeah, because Sharonda died out. She no longer can get next to me. I think if Sharonda sees me before I see her, I have not seen her. I think she runs and hide because we were in Walmart. My daughter saw her, but I didn't. Because she sees me, she runs the other way. When she ran the other way, I guess she just ran into my daughter, not meaning to, because she wanted to ask my daughter what's her phone number. Bitch, you didn't have my daughter's phone number since my daughter had the phone number. And you had the phone number because you text her years after we had not seen you because you knew you were falling. So you came to try to take more of our energy. But your bitch ass could not get it. No. Here they have lie. Hankerson L.I. because now she is working with the I'm not going to call them Ting Tangs, they're Asians. It's my entity tells me that to call them Ting Tangs is to disrespect myself, because I am a Ting Tang. But a Ting Tang is someone, that's why it's Ting Tang, because a Ting Tang is a Chinese that's not about that bullshit. So we are Ting and Tang. We don't care about their little fake ass money. You know, now the Asians are about to, the Chinese are about to bring in their own money, and that's why they're going to own America. They already own parts. They already own the car company, but I think that's GM Motors or something. I don't know. I just know it's a car company in Michigan, and I know that my second, you know, that Timothy Whaley's mom, she worked at the car company for a long time until they shut it down. She worked there. So there's still, again, there still is a connection. But the connection goes here when you go to Clarence Hutchison. That's my granddaddy's name. Clarence Hutchison. And they played the game, you know, of Frankie J's name when I got older, because it has so many vowels. I could not actually, you know, spell it. I would spell hush, like H-U-S-H, and keep out the T-C. But also in Hutchison, you have C-H-I, and you have the sun, and you have them living in a hut, you know. And my daughter might as well live in once she goes from this place to this place to this place, the same way I was doing. So see, they like to displace us, and that is in the letter I wrote to my daughter dealing with Ezekiel. And they like to repeat their programs, sometimes through your family, or maybe it will skip your family and get to your grandbabies, or maybe it will go over to a friend or a cousin, you know, someone you know, maybe even your next door neighbor. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same program. They just like to repeat their programs over and over and over. See, this word, reappoint, that means to do over. Anytime you have a re, it means to repeat itself. So now they're going to repeat the men. And this nigga was already there, so now he repeats himself and he takes over as the social worker, the CIA worker. The CIA worker sounds like work her. So now they're going to work my daughter also. Not Walker, but worker. Because Sharonda is now dead. She's no longer part of any of the programs. Unless Sharonda has been reappointed to fuck up someone else's agenda. But they know she cannot get to mine, and she cannot get to my daughter, so they know they can't use her. Here is Chalice, you know, Chalice. They took that to be Charles, or it is what I use to smoke. I call this a Chalice. See, I use it to smoke sometimes, because if I smoke too many blunts, it turns my nails brown. You probably can't see it. And I don't like my nails brown, you know. I just see that it looks like it's dirty. That bothers me. And when I used to smoke years ago, I would paint my nails with fingernail polish, so you cannot see, you know, that it looks like it's dirty, and it kind of bothers me. And but then when I came to Yahweh, he had us to research collagen. And I found that collagen was in fingernail polish, and collagen can be an aborted baby, you know. And now they have those businesses who put collagen in their products. Now they have an office right there in the abortion clinic, so they can get the abortion even fresher to make whatever they are using collagen in, to make it stronger. You know, like fingernail polish is not stronger. Now you can go underwater with makeup and all that bullshit. I just don't deal with it, because I found out what it was. So if you see my nails painted, I had to be bored as fuck. And fingernail polish was there, and you will only see my long nails painted. The ones that are really long, and don't keep them painted for long because they start to take it off. But sometimes I do that, and that could be a program. I mean, a lot of things could be programs that we do, and a lot of things can be us that we do. We are, we are what is called human, and it is, the pink man said that the humans, they do err, that means we make mistakes. And they knew we made mistakes, but now they want to be human. And I'm going to say, these bitches, since you want to be human, you do err, you made many, many mistakes. Here's Frank. They want to call her a Welch. There's her name, Hutchison. Also in the word Hutchison is United States. Also is UHUSH, like hush. Don't say anything. And she won't. Oh, he can't now. They gave him Alzheimer's. Even if I go to ask him a question, he may not even know what the fuck is going on. Catron. Wanda. I'm going to look this up since it's right there. Okay, so now that I go to the word wonder, and in the word wonder, see, this is like cold bullshit too. It is under, like to be under the weather, and these bitches are underground. And see, when it comes to weather, I used to write we at her, because we were at this bitch and we still are. So now it is them who say we at her. They are at my daughter. Forecast and reports. Now let's go here to actually see what the fuck is weather underground. It is a DIA. Because they deliver shit. You have to know what DIA is. Now, it was founded in 1995 in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Well, so there has to be Ching Chang people. I know. It is these Ching Chang people who are after me. It appears, pink people are there with them, and melanated ones are there with them. But I know it is the Ching Chang people. The Asian people. Now it says Weather Underground, a CIA, CIA, we at her, and now they are a service, because all of these others are providing, services. They're doing shit to help the Asians. And why do the Asians want me, you say? Because I am Asiatic and they know about the asses and they don't want me to tell. Just like the pink man does not want me to tell. And they don't like me saying, oh nigga, you gave up your melanin. And now you want to call yourself China because you become part of the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, and you are the smartest of all of us. Because you have the pink man's blood, and then you have the Mobite blood. Mobite plus pink man blood make your ass very sagacious. But you're not sagacious enough that your bitch ass will not get caught. You want to call yourself human? It is human to err. Remember, you motherfuckers made that shit up. Now, service provides real-time. Our name is Israel. And here's their targeted individual, which is me. But yet, when they say we at her, yeah, in me, we are at United States. We're gonna fuck Florida ass up. We're gonna fuck you right on up. We're gonna fuck you right on up. If it takes 3 months, 6 months, a year, I'm going to get you. Here it says real time targeted individual. Also in time is 1 in 83. 13 strata. And they are at her. We at her. That is my daughter, and that is my grandbaby Yakel. My angel Israel. So this is the information via the internet. So they're going to give their information out through the internet, and it's weather underground. They give their information out through the internet because there's some form of CIA. It can be anyone. And they write these programs. I found it because the dude kept writing, as though he needed spell check. No. And I found who? An agent. So this is their headquarters is at Ann Arbor, Michigan. I don't know if it's in Ann Arbor, Michigan, but I know their shit is they're taking over. You know, the car company, while they're taking over the car company because they can fuck with our car Jennisons. You know, I really don't have an understanding. Hold on, they're choking me. Hold on.